Hi, welcome to Making All the Plans. I'm Connie, and if we haven't met before, I'm a busy mom of two active kids, and both my husband and I have full-time careers. My goal is to share with you how I stay on top of all life throws at me in one planner so that you might be able to do the same. This month, I am throwing in an extra monthly sheet so I can write out a monthly meal plan. And this calendar is from Squared Plans, and I will link her Etsy shop in the description down below. I am going to go very minimal with my decor for this spread because I don't look at it very often. Once a week, I check in with it, see if I need to move anything around, and then I copy over those meal plan ideas to my weekly sheets. I also had a limited amount of time to get this prepared before I had to play chauffeur. My son is only allowed to drive his sister and one other kid by state law. So, since there were two other kids that were going, I had to chauffeur some of them to the basketball game. So the only decor I'm going to put on the page is stamping out Jan for the month, and then I will get my number stamps out and stamp out 2025. These are newer stamps, so some of them have not been used at all yet, and so you'll find me rubbing them or maybe doing a test stamp or spending a little bit of time putting ink on them to make sure they're fully covered, but I'm doing that because these are new stamps. And if you haven't seen me use my stamps before, I do wipe them off with a baby wipe after each use. I usually just don't do that on camera, but I do not like my stamps to be discolored, so I try to get the ink wiped off right away. And I also put them back as soon as I can because I have gone on wild goose chases trying to find these clear stamps. So I used to be really big into card making, and I bought all those cutesy stamps that they're small for cards. And then I realized that I couldn't really use them on scrapbooking like I would have wanted to because they were pretty small and I do 12 by 12 scrapbooking. I can use them in my planner here and there, but they do tend to bleed through, so I don't use stamps a ton in my planner. Although I could start using them in the Hobonichi cousin that I'm trying out, so that is an idea. And if you missed that video, I'll link it. But I'm loving these stamps that are more functional, and I didn't have a lot of them in my collection until recently, and I am just ready to use them on everything. It is fun to stamp, I like to stamp, but I have to have the right stamp. So I am doing this recording on the 3rd and the voiceover on the 4th. So I already have meals planned or made from the 1st through the 5th. And I'm going to tell you that I am using a hack this month because I just don't have the bandwidth to come up with new recipes or to hunt a bunch of different recipes down. So, as you can see, I'm going to put asterisks in a bunch of the boxes, and that's because I did purchase a cookbook from someone off of Instagram. I liked what she made. I thought my family would like what she made, so I went ahead and purchased her cookbook. I will say that all the recipes I'm pretty sure are on her Instagram channel, but again, I needed a time hack where I was not spending time going through and trying to find different recipes. So I bought her cookbook. It has 51 recipes in it, and I am just going to scroll through and pencil in or erasable pin in when we want to have those recipes. So I'm not pushing her cookbook, but I am pushing looking for those life hacks when you need them. So on the 1st, we did have cheesy Hawaiian roll beef sliders. They were delicious. The 2nd, I made chicken bibimbap bowls. That was just something that I threw together. Then on Friday, I treated myself to a manicure. I hadn't had one in many years. So I treated myself to a manicure and then I picked up pizza since the kids were going to the game. Saturday, we're planning on having chimichurri steak sandwiches, and again, that is a recipe from the cookbook. On Sunday, I picked up some chicken sausage, so we're gonna have chicken sausage and peppers. And now I just have the cookbook open to my right side on my computer, and I'm just going to scroll through and write these recipes in on different dates. I don't want to have three pasta meals in a row, for example, so I will try to space those items out. I will also try to have red meat at least twice a week because my husband prefers red meat over chicken, but my kids prefer chicken over red meat. So all of the meals that I'm going to be writing in for the next few minutes are all from this cookbook or her Instagram channel. And again, I will link her down below. But as of now, we've only tried two of the recipes, so I don't want to push you to her and then end up not liking them. So on the 6th, I want to do 10-minute teriyaki chicken bowls, and then I skip a few days and go to the 9th. I also try to not put a lot of pasta together or pasta and rice right next to each other, so I will skip around quite a bit. So on the 9th, we're going to do creamy, cheesy beef and rotini bake. On the 10th, we'll do the copycat Chick-fil-A sandwich. The 16th, a creamy beef and tortellini bake. The 23rd, a creamy chicken and fettuccine with broccoli. And then on the 30th, a cheesy chicken parm. And some of these recipes are very similar to things that I already cook, but it's okay because it's already thought out and all of the recipes are in one place when I go to cook dinner. On the 17th, I'm going to do garlic butter steak bites. And then we'll jump back over to the 13th and go with one pan breaded chicken. The other thing that I do want to try to do this month as I make these recipes is note who in my family liked them and who didn't. So when I go to make these recipes again, I can base it upon who is going to be home that particular night. So on the 20th, we'll do Chipotle chicken bowls. On the 27th, we'll do easy Asian zing tenders with mac and cheese. And I'm kind of guessing which of these my daughter will not like. My son will pretty much try anything at least once, but he may not prefer it. But there are certain things that my daughter will just walk away from, which is fine. She knows what she likes and what she doesn't like. But I do try to make a meal that we all can sit down and enjoy. This is a quieter time for the kids. They don't have a lot of extracurriculars going on in January, so I do try to have as many meals together as possible during this time of the year. So on the 24th, we'll have ribeye steak with roasted potatoes, and then on the 31st, we'll do easy chicken nachos. And this is one of the ones that I'm not sure my kids will love, but they may actually not even be home since it's a Friday night. So on the 12th, we'll do one pot Italian sausage rigatoni. I do love hearty meals on Sunday evenings, and if we had the time for it, I would definitely make big family style Italian dinners every Sunday. So then on the 19th, I'll do chicken gyros and the 26th, crispy chicken tacos. And again, all of these items are from her recipe book. I've made it to about page 45 or so, and I'm just going to fill in a couple more dates with some more of her recipes. On the 7th, I'll do braised short ribs with mashed potatoes. On the 14th, I'll do chicken bacon ranch pasta. And then I will grab my red pen and put asterisks next to all of these meals so I know right where to go to find the recipe. That leaves me about 9 days to fill in with my own meals. And you'll notice that I am not leaving space for leftovers anywhere. And that is because I'm planning on taking the leftovers for lunch or eating the leftovers for lunch. I'm trying to not eat out both for lunch and dinner, but especially for lunch. Those lunches are really adding up. Even fast food is expensive. So I'm really trying to be better about not spending my money on food when I have food at home. Speaking of food at home, we do have some things in the freezer that I want to start whittling down. The first is wings. We have a bag of wings that I'd like to eat. We also have a couple of fish meals that are frozen. I'd like to get those started to get whittled down. And then we also have a half a bag of shrimp that needs to be eaten. And we will just either make pasta or whatever sides we have available in the fridge. And then the light blue is for anything that we don't necessarily have the ingredients for at home. And those things will be chili, potato soup, stuffed shells, Joe's tacos, which is my husband. He makes excellent beef tacos, and then ham sliders and taco salad. So I'm going to throw in a few disclaimers. I am sure that at some point during this month that I will pick up pizza or pick up something because I don't feel like cooking. And then I will just push everything back a day and we will adjust accordingly. I am thinking about doing a grocery pickup twice a week instead of just once a week because I do prefer my meat and veggies a little bit fresher. So I'm thinking about changing that, or maybe every 5 days, although I'd like to be on a schedule where I'm picking up the groceries on specific days every week, so we'll have to play around with that a little bit. I will take this and drop it into my reference section, and I'm just going to put it front and center so that I can get to it easily when I am writing out my weekly meal plan. I will reiterate that I am not pushing this cookbook. I just needed a life hack. And if you are thinking about buying this cookbook or any cookbook from an influencer, make sure you think your family or you are going to like the types of recipes that they make. Again, when I was watching her Instagram reels, I thought, oh, my family would like that. My family would like that. So that is why I picked this particular cookbook to purchase. But thanks for coming along with me today. I'm hoping that this keeps me better on track. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.